at their 25-yard line.
19. Fair. Let's go, 14. Spot that.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Here's Wilson on 1st down. And it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mike Bennett in there to get him for his second sack. Of the night. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Gun. 14. Check 50. Gotta go. I got him.
Wilson now operating from the gun. Flushed out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And once again, they go with Sproles. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Trey 15, Trey 15. Trey 15, Trey 15.
Wentz now on first down. And this is caught at the 8. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with a J. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
14, 95.
From the gun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right, and that's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 31 on third down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. They'll begin the drive with Sproles. And an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup. Line
of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wentz now on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Ram. Grade 15.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ram. 81. What's up?
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's caught inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards. Maybe 10, not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. Waiting.
Here's a giant. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Buying time to his left. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll look to throw. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 30. 7. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to... keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Penny, a first down carry, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
So now this thing's coming down to the big left leg of Sebastian Janikowski. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.